If you do not understand market structure, you will not be a successful trader. You might get lucky for a little bit, but you won't be successful long term. The last two Sundays in the morning, we grab a cup of coffee, we go over what the market looked like the week prior, what we thought was going to happen, and we're going to recap it because what we thought was going to happen did happen. And on top of that, we'll look at what is in the week ahead. It's Thanksgiving week, so it's going to be a weird one. I believe the market on Thursday is like a half day, and then Friday is an early close as well. So it's going to be a weird week. Um, Probably not a lot of trades popping up this week, but let's take a look at the market structure. I'll show you how to break it down, and you can implement this daily, weekly, every couple hours, whatever you want to do. But understanding market structure is something you have to have, or you will not be successful. Okay, guys, so we are looking at NQ right now, and we are on the 4 hour time frame. So here's what we talked about last Sunday. This is how market structure works. We're back on the 29th. I know we have this section here. Just leave that alone for right now. You have your starting point here at the top, and then you have a lower low. Then you have a lower high, and then a lower low, and one more lower high. And the reason it's called a lower high is because both of these are below the starting point. The lower lows are because both of these are also below the starting point. It's lower than the starting point. So you have a lower low, lower high, lower low two, lower high two. And then this one, you can call it whatever you want. I call it the money leg because I like the sound of it. The reason why this structure right here is important is because this leg, 9 out of 10 times, is bigger than this whole entire move combined. It's at least very similar. Let me label this so you can see it clearly, and then we'll get out the measurement tool and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we have these appropriately labeled now so you can see that this is how this played out. Starting point, lower low one, lower high one, lower low two, lower high two, and then the money leg creates lower low three. If you go over here to the ruler and you start here at your starting point and you stretch it down to your lower low two right at the bottom of it, you can see here this in total is a point drop of 1132.5. Okay, so right here you can see I labeled this because I'm not going to have two of these out here at the same time or it's going to be confusing on the measurements. So from the starting point to lower low 2 is a 1,133 point drop. I labeled it as such, that way you can see it as well. Now, the reason why I call this the money leg is because typically this move right here is just the same or bigger than this move here. So when you grab the ruler tool and you go from lower high 2 to the bottom of your new lower low 3 on your money leg, this is 1,186 points. So this starting point move right here to this lower low, we'll exclude this leg from it, just to the lowest point. This was on the 4th of November. So from the 29th to the 4th, that's 6 calendar days. So it's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days to go from here to here. But then this lower high 2 starts at the end of business on Wednesday, November 5th. So in Thursday, Friday, you get this whole drop that's bigger than in 2 days, day and a half, really, that took multiple days for this to happen. You can see over here is where I'm going with this. When you understand this structure and that patterns repeat themselves, you start here at the top, your starting point, lower low, lower high, lower low two, lower high two, and then here's your money leg. So let's label this as such. So you can see here this exact same pattern. We had this movement up and kind of some bullish movement here. It consolidated, and then this exact pattern started again. Once it decided it was going to consolidate, and then when you consolidate, one of two things always happens, right? Liquidity is building, and then you break up or you break down. It does not just consolidate like this forever. Something has to happen. And if it would have went up, then this exact pattern would have started, just flipped around. The exact same pattern played out. And then this one started here on Wednesday the 12th, and it is now the 21st. This ended Friday. If we again take our measurement tool and we start up here at the top, this move right here to lower low 2 is 1,474 points, 1475, let's call it. This one here that happened in just a day to the lowest low is 1420. So you have from here, the 12th to the 21st, 9 days. You have this move that goes up, and then from right here on one day, Thursday to Friday, and very close to similar and equal amount of movement on this right here. The point of this is you start to see what's happening here. It looks exactly like this right here, that like almost identical. Hits the bottom, you get a big move up, hits the bottom, you get a big move up. And then right here, there's some pushback. This is what I think is going to happen this week because it's a holiday week. It's going to consolidate and it's just going to do this. And then is what's going to happen is the Black Friday earnings reports. People are going to say, oh, it was people spent, Americans spent the most money they've ever spent, but credit card debt is now at $8,500 trillion. And it's going to just drop. There'll be a big influx of buyers. People are going to spend more money than they should on credit. We're already at all time highs on credit card debt. It's going to get even worse, and it's either going to consolidate or you're going to have a continuation with this pullback right here. With the holidays, either consolidation and it's just going to build liquidity, wait for a big break one way or the other. Most likely, I'm assuming south. Could be totally wrong on that. Just a hunch based on what it's been doing the last little bit. Like it always gets a big push like this and then it has a big drop. This one here had a big push and then a gigantic drop. Like this drop was huge. So I don't know if this is going to push up, but this could also be a fake out. If this is a fake out, then this is just going to go like this, and then it's just going to come right back down. Um, there's no real pattern continuation to that. This essentially would be starting a new starting point to continue this trend here, and it would just this pattern, exact pattern, would go into a repeat cycle right here. You would then have your starting point, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, money leg, and so on. This is what the market structure looks like for this week. And I will do this every Sunday because I want to show you guys that patterns are repeatable and patterns are predictable. This exact thing did this. And like I said, from the starting point to lower low two is X amount of points. This money leg is called a money leg for a reason. If you know what's happening and you can predict the pattern, you know what's going to come. This move is just as big or if not equal to this entire move on this one. And then as well on this one, we've been able to track and we would have been able to predict since October 29th what the market's going to do when it hits a lower low and it starts repositioning to a lower high, and then the low starts and then the high starts, and then here it is. You can predict this if you time this right and you know market structure, you should know what's going to happen. Right here is the only variable where you don't know, and that's going into this week, and it's even more weird because it's a holiday. I think either consolidation or this is just going to immediately continue this week. Americans will spend a record high in credit cards, and we will have a good year because interest rates are down. People think a good Black Friday year is what I'm referring to. Interest rates just dropped. People are ready for the holidays. They want to see their family. And of course, unfortunately, that means they're going to overspend. And this is going to be a fake out and it's going to just continue down. So that right there is how you can understand market structure. You can do that on a 4 hour, you can do it on a 1 hour. Patterns are repeatable. You can figure this out on any chart. It doesn't have to be NQ. You can look at ES. You can look at just your normal. You go look at Tesla if you want. Patterns are predictable. They're repeatable. And if you just know how to look for it and you take 15 minutes a day, it doesn't even take me 15 minutes a day to do this when I'm not making a video. Like I've been making this video for 15 minutes, and we've analyzed two different pattern structures and market structures on NQ with notes and labels. I mean, if you understand what you're doing, it'll take you 5 minutes and you're better prepared to be successful. The people right now who are like, oh, this is going bullish this week, it's going to be a great week. The pattern doesn't suggest it's going to. And if it were me, I'm going to trust a pattern over somebody who just says, oh, not going to continue forever. No, but the pattern's going to. The pattern will continue forever. So recognize the pattern, recognize market structure, become a successful trader.